that's the main core that Buddhism influence on Khmer society, especially in until in the constitution, the soul need based on the Buddhist thought base as well. Now looks back another point. Other point related to Buddhist adaptation into Khmer context. This the one point as well. There are many forms that Buddhism has its adaptation into Khmer society. Meanwhile, Cambodian follows Hmong representing Buddhism who consider the basis of daily life and participate in the traditional festival, funeral, and natural holiday, for example, like this. And why all the Khmer daily life need this concept started from the firstborn until the end of their life. It means that started from firstborn. Yeah. So need Buddhist thought. Yeah. For example, while when we was born, we need the Buddhist monk to place things on the Buddha pond, yeah? Or that so-called Buddhist blessing for all. And middle of our age, during marriage, we need the Buddhist monk to blessing all, yeah, citation. And the last one, while we die or we pass away from this world, we need a Buddhist monk. We need the Buddhist concept to send to our soul as well. And other point that the best Buddhist concepts-based Khmer literature in terms of the now we change mood to like we bring the five precepts of Buddhism into real practice. Another one, the main point this Khmer society needs free from the greed and immorality and overcoming sensuality to materialism. It is that's good way empower people and moderate and rational and clear goal. It is the main core of this Buddhist philosophy into Khmer society. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, thank you. And if you have a question, okay, please. Yeah. And have my microphone sent to Professor, right? Please.
ทีมเจ้าหน้าที่ครับไมค์ลอยไม่ติดรบกวนเช็คสัญญาณไมค์ลอยให้หน่อยค่ะ
ไมค์ไม่ติดครับ test okay
yes and please อาจารย์ and professor
okay
please
first of all thank you very much for introducing us okay about Buddhism in Cambodia. So this is some kind of academic articles. It's not just like the research articles. Okay, we learn a lot. Okay, from you. Okay, how to apply and then how to adapt Buddhism in daily life in Cambodia, right? Okay, so maybe in deep detail you can tell us more about okay in each activities. For example, how Buddhism affects in each one. For example, funerals or whatever, something like that, right?
Yes, thank
okay.
you. Thank you. That good question, Ajahn. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, may I have share that some main point for you at the moment? Yes,
okay.
Your question, right? Yes, that's good. For example, in daily life in Khmer society, that's practice like when after we was born in the male, so our parents send us to be ordained. Yes, ordained. It means that to become Buddhist monk, and it is a real yes, it is a real evidence. I mean to show that we are got the influence yes from the Buddhist concept, right?
Okay. Thank you very much. That's all. You have some.
Okay, Mr. Samprot some pros
ครับผม
right
สาธุ
okay thank you for your very interesting presentation and the topic is also very good to the contributions of Buddhist philosophy to commercial society
Right.
okay I have just two small notifications all right the first one is that since the title you mainly study on the Buddhist philosophy, which is a very, it's the most broadened field of the study.
Right.
Actually, I would like you to, if possible, to clarify the differences between the Buddhist teachings in general and the Buddhist philosophy. Okay, because we need to know that the philosophy is one big branches of the study, and if for general study they need in the Bachelor of Arts in the philosophy, right? Like minimum for 4 years of study. So the science is very huge, okay? It's generally comprised to the 3 points, okay? I'd like you to mention if possible so that you can clarify what exactly is the Buddhist philosophy. First, philosophy itself comprised of the ethics, jariyasa, right? Metaphysics and epistemology or the ontology, how we can get all of the knowledge, using the internet external doors, something like that. In Buddhism, we call it ayatana or the six sense basis, something like that. So the content is good, but it will be better if you clarify this point, okay? Buddhist philosophy in your study. I have read through the article. You focus maybe only on the morality or ethics. So if so, I would like to ask you how about the other 2 kinds of education is called, we have morality, sila, sila sikha, and then we also have the concentration or higher teachings on concentration and wisdom. So this is the sikha. It's fine to me to claim the Buddhist philosophy, but as I said earlier, if you would like to emphasize more on the ethics, it is fine. Because ethics is small branches. This is the first point. Another point is this is very, very important. Every time that we are creating the article, especially the Buddhist article, it's not only the primary resources that you need to, you must citing in your article. But as I have seen so far, you generally mention on only those secondary resources.
Correct.
You also mentioned on the very important teachings such as the core of the teachings of the Buddha given by the Buddha at the day of his enlightenment day, such as the 4 noble truths, Aliyya Satya, or the noble eightfold path. Where are those references? I mean, we have many suttas. As the primary sources. For example, the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta in the Sangyutta Nikaya Mahavaravaka, something like that. You should at least refer to those sutta. Okay, I think only this sutta is enough for your entire contents, something like that. Okay, the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, the setting up the wheel of the Dhamma in motion sutta. Okay, something like that. That is all for my comments.
Okay, สาธุผมจะแก้ไขเด้อสาธุ
Good afternoon. Thank you for your presentation.
Thank you.
I have a very brief comment, but a recommendation really, that I don't really feel that it's necessary to talk about the 4 noble truths and the 5 precepts and the Eightfold Path and the date that Buddhism came to Cambodia. I think all of this is very introductory and what you would expect to find in something like an encyclopedia entry. And as an academic paper, I would rather you go to your thesis statement immediately. What are you trying to prove? What is your perspective? How is this a new contribution to knowledge? And focus on that. And I think it's safe for us to presume that our readers know the basics about Buddhism. There's no need to talk about the basic fundamental principles of Buddhism. Rather, go immediately to your argument. I think that would be more effective. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Professor. That's good. Yes.
So thank you, Mr. Sompark. Next to welcome Min Chao in the heading of the current situation of schema activation section in English reading. Please welcome Min Chol. Okay, maybe we will skip to the next person.
Okay, let's skip to the next person. By Suwari Yotchim on the topic of digital harmony, utilizing social media platforms to promote cultural, religious, and linguistic diversity for lifestyle stability and enhance choices. Are you here, Suwari? Okay, Suwari is not here, right? Okay, so let's move on to the next one by พระชนาภัทร คล้ายเจริญศรี on the topic of English learning strategies for monks in modern era. Please welcome พระชนาภัทร คล้ายเจริญศรี please. Okay, he's coming.
Hello. The results show that pay respect to the most venerable monks and novice collect distinguished grace. On behalf of Chiang Rai Buddhist College, I would like to present my research. On the topic of English novice subject for monks in the modern era. My name is Chanapat Kaichalansi. I'm a third year student from Chiang Rai Buddhist College. The purposes of this research were: one, to study the behavior of learning English for monks, and two, to disseminate the behavior of learning English. This research was a qualitative study. The research tools consisted of surveys and interviews. The key format were 20 months. The research showed that the behavior of learning English or develop English skills for monks was based on online medium as the objective learning process by self-learning and presided which for foreigners who came to visit the temple. In addition, the variety of online medium helps in enhancing and developing English language skill as the use for online medium is popular that information related to English to be student and apply to help develop English language skills. To conclude, learning English in online medium helps monks to be able to apply their skills in various situations as well as to help study them and develop English language skills. To be better, more ever learner must also use knowledge to develop themselves, society, and obtain the basis for purporting rejection to Thai and foreigners. Thank you.
นมัสการครับ Okay, thank you very much for your presentation. Actually, I want to see about your title again, your research title. Can you show us for the first one? First slide, please.
เรียน
Okay, so it's very good one. Okay, for your research title. Okay, you really want to investigate about the English learning strategies. Okay, for monks. Okay, in here. But when we take a look for your research objective, they are different. Okay, so here, okay, you can see for your research title, you want to study strategies, but for your purpose, you mention about behavior. So what are different about this one? So this is very important one, right? Okay, and then you mentioned that you use two instruments, right? Two tools. The first one is a questionnaire, and the second one is an interview, right? Is it correct?
correct
Okay. So survey is mean that questionnaire, is it right? Yes?
yes
Okay. So if possible, we would like you to clarify, okay, about the strategies. How many strategies, English learning strategy are employed in your research work?
20
I mean that strategies, not the participants.
20 right?
For example, you can use Oxford's, right? Use SEAL. Do you know about SEAL? SILL. Okay, survey of inventory, language learning, something like that. It's very, very popular, okay, among language learning strategies. Do you know about Oxford's 1992? Okay. Anyway, it's okay, right? So maybe you can take a look again about your research title and then your research purposes. Okay. They do not match each other.
So right, thank you very much. You're presenting from this topic, but I have a little bit comments about your research title from in your chapter T. Because when you must to focus on how you collect the data, you must focus on how you select the samples. Because you say that you have to select the sample from 20 months, right? That's it, right?
Right.
So how you select them that? So okay, all right. That is for my advice. You have to show how you select the sample, and you must to show, and then you must to show the focuses on your language strategies in English reading, or something else about your English reading strategy or something. That's it. Why you must to focus on that. And if is a little bit much more, you have to show how you interval about your sample and how many people are there. That's it. It will be the accomplishment of your research title. Thank you.
Okay, for my point, I just have one suggestion. Okay, first of all, I would like to give some compliment to your research title. I think this research title is very, very good, especially to those monks. Okay, well, this will contribute a lot to the monks in terms of how they can choose some strategy or กลยุทธ์ in Thai, right, for their English learning. I believe that there's a lot of differences between monks and the general laity in terms of study English language. So what you should emphasize first is the differences of the strategies that you suggested to the monks. How could those suggested strategies differ from the general strategies? Okay, this is the first point, and the second point is I would like you to emphasize a little bit more on those law or กฎหมาย okay, since the strategies suggested by the researcher team must be differ from the general. Okay, so we can subdivide it into two types of law that monks should do. So, the first law, it's general laws regarding, the constitutional law or the PDPA law. This is what you need to emphasize more. Personal Data Protection Act. Yeah, because this strategy is the online strategies, right? According to your presentation, all of the behaviors of learning English for monks in 21st century based on online. So the strategies should include some part that related to the law for the monks, okay? So this is general. Both monk and laity, they must comply on the PDPA and legitimate things or laws, okay? The second type of the law, it must specifically used by the monk. We call it Vinaya, Vinaya or monastic rules or Bhikkhu Patimokkha. Also, apart from those general law for the general people and monks themselves is the great community, right? Monks is regarded or recognized to us, to the laity, as the ideal community. So it means that monks cannot do anything as they wish in terms of learning English through the online strategies. Monks should also conduct themselves according to the monastic rules given by the Buddha. Okay, something like that. This is just my suggestion. Thank you very much.
All right, I'm going to be very quick, just because you're speaking about English, and I'm a native English speaker. So, two quick things. One, your sample size is 20 monks. I don't think 20 monks is enough for you to say Thai monks such and such. The sample size is too small. And also, in terms of a learning strategy, you don't need to leave Buddhist literature, Buddhist video, Buddhist content. There's a lot of Buddhist content in English, which is an effective strategy for learning for monks.
Okay, that's all.
Thank you for the suggestion from our commentator and thank you for the presenters. So now I would like to invite พระชมจันทร์บุญเจิง in the heading of the application for the Itthipada 4 to develop English language skill. Please welcome on the stage.
The application. Kick there. Okay, ต่อเลยเริ่มเลยเนาะเปิดเลยยังเลยเนาะ Pay respect to the most to the most venerable monks and novice distinguished guests on behalf of the Chiang Rai Buddhist College.
Excuse me, a lot of place.
จับหน่อยเริ่มใหม่เลยเนาะ Pay respect to the most venerable monks and novice distinguished guests on behalf of the Chiang Rai Buddhist College. I would like to present my research on the topic, the application of Itthipada 4 to develop English language skill. My name is พระชมจันทร์บุญเจิง and พระเจมส์เล็กเจริญ We are third year student from Chiang Rai Buddhist College. This research aims to study the application of the 4 Itthipada to develop English language skill and develop English language skill using the 4 Itthipada. This research was qualitative research. Research tools were questionnaires and interview. The key informants were 20 monks who currently stay Hoi Pakang Temple in Chiang Rai and understand daily English conversation. As a result, the 4 Itthipada help them to have motivation to learn and know how to use the knowledge gained effectively. In addition, they rely on the 4 Itthipada to help in training their goal in developing sustainable English language, English language skill. Oh, sorry, I skipped this. This result of the research found by the four Idipada can be applied in many different fields, as is virtual that leads to completion of the goals such which consist of janta. Satisfaction means creating satisfaction in never giving up and learning and desire to study. Virya means diligence in study who with effort to never giving up. Citta, focused thinking, means having the mind to fight without giving up. And vimansa means knowing how to use wisdom in considering studying to achieve results according to one's own goals. As a result, the four Idipada help them to have motivation to learn and know how to use the knowledge gained effectively. In addition, they rely on the four Idipada to help with training their goal in developing sustainable English language skill. Thank you.
Thank you for this interesting paper and the idea of Idipada and its relationship with English language learning. I wonder, can you give me an example of how you can apply Idipada to English language instead of just sort of it encourages you to work hard and do well and try your best? What about a real example? How can you really apply this to learn English?
I use citta. Citta is how you have focused thinking, have the mind to fight and without giving up, and vimansa is how you knowing how to use wisdom is considering study to achieve result and according in their own goal. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your very good presentation, and the title is very popular. Right? Everybody keeps on working on how to apply the Idipada for their this and that. Okay, I have just one quick suggestion: is how you should Pali-Romanize the terms. Okay, especially the big term, the key term Idipada. All right, from the four terms that you explained Idipada in Pali, they are not correct. Only Viriya that is spelling correct. Okay, so I need you to go back and recheck. This is very, very important. Recheck how the Pali-Roman should be, write correctly. Okay, we have a lot of things, but to make it very easy, you should open up some Pali English dictionary and you follow. If you feels like you are not comfortable or not sure about using Pali in your right, I strongly recommend not to use Pali, but you can use the English translation only. Okay, for example, loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. This is the very, very popular one. Okay, yeah, that is all.
Thank you.
Okay, congratulations for your presentation.
Thank you.
Just another commentator mentions it's a hot issue, it's a trendy issue now because we want to learn something just like sustainably, right? So this is very good one. Okay, anyway, if possible, if you can clarify and give more detail or study more, how each Idipada for to help improve, the English language skill. Maybe you can go to that detail for how can, they help improve listening, speaking, reading, and writing. It's very perfect. Okay, maybe next research work you can do that. Okay, thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you.
So thank you so much. And then we will next to in the heading of the development for the use of English for the propagation of Buddhism by the พระทูลวันชัย from the MCU เชียงราย Please welcome on the stage.
Pay respect to the most venerable monks and novice, distinguished guests. On behalf of Chiang Rai Buddhist College, I would like to present my research on the topic of development of the use of English for the propagation of Buddhism. My name is พระทูล วันชัย I am a third year student from Chiang Rai Buddhist College. Development of the use of English for the propagation of Buddhism. This research aims to first study the development of English for the propagation of Buddhism. Second, develop the use of English for the propagation of Buddhism. This research was qualitative. The study was conducted using questionnaire and interviews. The population were 35 monks at Hoi Pakang Temple. The research result was found the problem and obstacle are both lacking of time to practice speaking English, lazy practice, not practicing speaking, and inattentive. Second, thinking to traditional habits. It is caused by being impressed, not having the courage to do it, not daring to speak, not daring to pronounce the action like a foreigner, and afraid of mispronouncing it. Third, not knowing grammar, and fourth, not speaking for a long time. To conclude, temples and monks should reading strategy for propagating Buddhism. By propagating Buddhism along with tour of art and culture in the temples and the specific information can be best described by the monk who reside the temple, and monks can therefore use the role to convey the history of Buddhist teaching to a more concrete and pronounced way to those who visit the temple to gain a proper understanding of Buddhism and temples because of the various fine art. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your presentation. Okay. But when we take a look for your title, can you go back to your title? It seemed to us or to me that the first slide, please. It seemed to me that you try to look for something to develop. Okay. What is it? How to promote Buddhism, or you use propagation of Buddhism by using English, right? Anyway, when we take a look for your finding, it seems that you try to look for the problems of learning English, right? So it may not match with your research title and then your research objective, right? So maybe you can take a look to go back, and then if you want to keep about the results, you can go back to your research objective and then your research topic. Maybe you can to rename the title something like challenges in using English for the propagation of Buddhism, something like that, right? So it makes sense, and then we can understand it easily. Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, thank you very much for your nice presenting on this conference. And I a little bit comment about your research title, because you have to setting up about your development is very, very, you must to clarify how your development from English, because it seems like it R&D research, because you must to show how your development of your English skill. And then if it's possible, you have to change your research title to the role, the role is preferable from this research title. And from your methodology in chapter 3, I found that you write in your quantitative, not qualitative, but not qualitative ones, because you use the questionnaire for surveys, but not analyze or not interviewing or something. That's it. Thank you very much for your nice presenting.
Thank you.
I'd also like to thank you for your presentation. And I echo the words of the other commentators about how you're wording your title and how you're positioning your research question. And what it seems to me is that you have found that there's a problem, that these monks have a problem learning English. And then you list what are the problems, what are keeping these monks from learning English. What I would be interested in, not so much the problems, but the solutions. So instead of just saying, there's a problem, that they're lazy, they're embarrassed, they don't have enough time, I would like you to say, so we should have a classroom time. We should make sure they have the right materials. So instead of just pointing out a problem, I think you should take it one step further and suggest solutions.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now we will next to the news heading in the English language learning management for monks in the present era. Please welcome พระทรงยศ ชีวินมหัจชัย Please welcome.
การทำจอใหญ่ไหมซูมให้มันแบบเป็นพรีเซนต์ได้ไหมแล้วทำไมของเขาได้อะไปเดี๋ยวคนเดียว Pay respect to the most venerable monks, novices, and distinguished guests. On behalf of Chiang Rai Buddhist College, we would like to present my research on the topic of English language learning management for monks in the present era. My name is Phra Songyot Thirapunyo and Phra Konpapat Kawiwangso. We are third-year students from Chiang Rai Buddhist College. The research objectives are to investigate the management of English language learning for monks and to develop English language learning management for monks. This research was a mixed method conducted with questionnaires and interviews. The participants were 35 monks who currently stay at Hoi Pakang Temple in Chiang Rai and understand daily English conversation. The results show that the management of English language learning for monks in Hoi Pakang Temple has set goals as follows. First, for communicating with tourists, and second is for further education, and third is for propagating religious teachings. Researchers analyzed the needs for developing English language skill of each monk in various areas and found that 35 monks wanted to improve their English speaking skills as they often have opportunity to talk with tourists. And 5 monks wanted to improve their English skills, both speaking and writing. For the reason that the temple must regularly make publicity signs for tourists. The research results, according to the second research objective, show that the researchers has made a learning dataset consisting of the content of learning for monks, including English communication and vocabulary and expressions used in the daily life for monks. To conclude, the learning kit can be organized as group activities for monks to practice communication, exchange ideas, and learn from each other. It is emphasized on evaluating the ability to effectively use English in real situations. Thank you.
Thank you also for your presentation. I'm naturally very interested in the relationship that monks have with learning English and the motivations for learning English. I see that your study is based on one temple, the monks in one temple. My question is, and I'm sorry I'm not familiar with this temple, is it a temple that attracts foreigners specifically? Is this a place where foreigners go and you see foreigners on a daily basis? Is that part of the motivation for learning English?
My Hoi Pakang Temple is for tourists to travel and for tourists to travel and come to visit Buddha and Shame Guan Im.
Guan Yin.
Guan Yin.
Okay, so it attracts foreigners, and this is my last comment, and it's beyond the scope of your paper or related papers we've already heard, but it's a question that I have. I think it's a meaningful question. Is it the job of Thai monks to teach foreigners about Buddhism in English? Is that really, do we feel that that is the right way for monks to spend their time, to teach about Buddhism in English to Farang? I don't expect an answer. I just think it's a worthwhile question. Is this some activity that we should be giving priority on the behalf of Thai monks? Thank you.
Okay. The next one. Can you show us about your objective, right? Because your title is very interesting one. Because it's about how to manage, English language learning. So can you show me your research objective? Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, right, for that. Just I mentioned your title is very interesting, and then we think beyond about that, how to manage things. But anyway, when we take a look for your research results, it seems that you look for the needs analysis to analyze the needs. The current needs in Hue Pakang temple, because I used to go there 3 times right here. So if you want to match with the objective here and then with the title, you can go beyond to after you know about their needs. Just you mentioned 3 needs, right? The monks there, want to use English. The first one, to welcome the tourists, right? Yeah. Can you show us about the results? Next one, please. There, you here, you told us about the needs. Can you go to another one? No. Next one, I think. Oh, no more. So maybe if you want to go beyond there, you have to mention how to manage, how to use the language. To welcome, to give more details, about the temple information to them, something like that, or how to train. So it means that how to train the monks who are not good in English in order to help them, to be, to be the guides or the escorts, right, for presenting the temple, right? So this is about management, right? So if you say like this, it seems like you want to look for their needs, right? Anyway, it's very good one, right? And then you can add more, information in order to match with the research objectives.
So a little bit comments from me, and then about please focus on your management, because it's so please clarify how your management or manage your English learnings about monk, That's why this is for a big research, because you have to focus somehow your management for reading, speaking, or writing, or listening, Please narrow down in your skills, because it's a big deal for you when you do the research, because the big one of the management. Thank you. It's very nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Before we continue, I would like to recheck the presenters that the rest that they are here, just to confirm. And if you are here, please come to sit at the front and prepare to present. Min Chao here? Is Min Chao here? No. Suori Yat Chim. Venerable Vimala. No. Okay. Supat Sukamon Son. Are you here? No. Venerable Dr. Nguyen Cheering. Not here, right? Okay. Venerable Indaka. Okay, here. And Venerable Vinen Yan. Okay. Anita Bose. No. And Ting Qian Chang. Okay. Okay, please. Next topic is fairness and sustainability in cosmetic and entrepreneurship, principle of ground governance and Buddhist economics by Dr. Nathapat Ampan. Please welcome Dr. Nathapat Ampan.
Let's see.
Okay, let's keep to the next topic from Venerable Vimala. The topic of integrating the concept of Sankhara from Theravada Buddhist psychology into modern life strategies to elevate mental suffering and promote well-being, a sustainable development perspective.
No. I just follow the skin. Yeah. Block off. Good afternoon, all agents and all Sangha members. Today, I just would like to present about my research article. My article is integrating the concepts of Sankara mental formation from Theravada Buddhist psychology into modern life strategies to alleviate mental sufferings and promote well-being, SDGs. Thus, my thesis of contents which comprise of the 6 factors that I will present about my research article. The first one that I would like to present is abstract. This paper critically alleviates the concepts of Sankara within early Buddhist Theravada Buddhist knowledge, addressing gap in prior studies by Pandusena, Ugrara, Singhe, Nayakat, and Panadibe Nordanyana, who primarily emphasize the doctrinal and causal aspect of Sankara without sustainable development with its psychological implication. This research focuses on Sankara role as polygenous formation, integrated to the cycles of dependent origination, particularly its connection with the process of becoming and reflect its profound impact on meditation practice. From Theravada Buddhist psychological perspective, the study explores how the concepts of Sankara contributes to liberating from suffering associated with the nobility of suffering and examine its practical implication in alleviating mental distress. This includes a detailed analysis of Sankara's classification, manifestation, and its influence on the mind and body nexus. Furthermore, yes, my research paper will propose qualitative methods integrating insights from modern life strategies and that SDGs to reduce mental sufferings and enhance well-being. This comprehensive exploration not only deepens the understanding of Sankara's complexities, not only highlights its relevance and applicabilities in contemporary efforts to mitigate human mental sufferings, aiming to support individual aspiration to achieve mental liberation and the state of an arhat within the framework of Theravada Buddhist psychology. That's my keyword that were involved in my research article. The first one, on the other hand, I just would like to present about my introduction. This research article or study seeks to elucidate the application of the concepts of Sankara in Theravada Buddhist psychology, focusing on alleviating mental sufferings and promoting well-being SDGs in contemporary society from sustainable development perspective. Sankaras, thus a Pali term as explored in the Vipassana Sutta of Samyutta Nikaya, are identified as mental dispositions deriving from continuous streams of consciousness that passes beyond death and are responsible for the process of rebirth. That means Patisandhi and Punabhava. This bridges between the end of one existence and beginning of the next challenge, the belief in the Atman positing that there is no transmigration of soul or Atman. Despite this, certain practice in Sri Lanka and Myanmar, the folk Buddhism suggest that the soul lingers for 70s post-modern. The other thing that I would like to present about my research article is definition of Sankara according to Theravada Buddhist perspective. The structure of this exposition is to evaluate the term Sankara, which is employed in different definitions found with the various accounts in modern Theravada Buddhist scholars. Sankhara refers to the formation or volitional action that shape our karmic activities or intention through bodily action, kaya sankhara, power action, vachi sankhara, mental action, chitta sankhara, material deed, punyabi sankhara, unmaterial deed, apunyabi sankhara, and mental provocation of the thoughts, nijabi sankhara. Notably, the 10 sankharas in religious viewpoint of context is considered the period before and after time of the Gautama Buddha. The Stephen Collins, a scholar of Buddhism, Buddhist Pali language, has proposed in an interpretation of the 10 sankhara as preparing and putting together. This interpretation is based on the 10 etymology derived from the roots sankhara, which can be interpreted as to do or to make. Francis Hoffman, his mind supervisor, suggested that sankhara could be interpreted as the formative psychological dimensions of the reverse process influence the continuous consciousness of the subsequent individual. The term sankhara is extended in various contexts in Buddhist literature, but Stephen Collins focused on its uses preparing the sacrifice in Veda tradition. In this context, sankhara refers to constructing and organizing the sacrifice, making it perfect prepared for the ritual. Okay, that's my diagrams that I would like to present in here. And then I just would like to conclude about my research article because time is limited. This is my conclusion. In this study has examined the concepts of sankhara or mental formation into distinct classifications that are pivoted in Theravada Buddhist psychology. This will be involved the first 10 sasankhara with mental or mental formation, will be bisankhara mental determination or aspiring resolve, and sankhara badhana mental determination or expressive effort, and sankhara loka the ring of formation, and sankhara sunyata mental formation as void or emptiness. Ayusankhara mental factors or renewed life. Moreover, the process and function of sankhara in Prajasmopada also recognized as dependent or origination is key aspect of the study. Sankhara plays a crucial role in process and understanding. Is crucial for comprehending the dynamics, karma or rebirth. Sankhara is also fundamental aspect of human psychology, significantly influence cognitive process and shaping individual's consciousness. By integrating the concepts of sankhara from Theravada Buddhist psychology into modern life strategy, the study proposed substantive methods to elevate mental suffering and enhance well-being. Individuals can employ mindfulness and insights practice grounded the teaching of the Buddhas to address the root cause of mental distress and fostering enduring peace. This approach not only provides profound understanding of mental sufferings, but also offers tailored strategies to elevate and overcome it, associated with the sustainable development goals focused on mental health and well-being SDGs. Thank you, all Ajahn and all Sangha member and ladies.
Okay, thank you very much, Venerable Vimala. You're from IBSC, right?
Yes,
Okay.
Ajahn.
Actually, he's my student. All right, I
Yes.
appreciate your study. The title expounds so deep details. That means it's quite challenge, and the
Yes,
challenge can be sometimes can be something worse. Okay, the title, even though it's challenge, but it combines a very subtle and very huge words.
Yes,
At least 5 terms that you need to figure out one by one.
Yes,
Okay,
Ajahn.
to simplify things. Okay, something
Yes,
like that. The first one is sankhara itself, mental formations. Okay,
Yes, Ajahn.
there's the big word. Second word is psychology.
Yes,
Okay,
Ajahn.
Buddhist psychology. What is it?
Yes,
So how
Ajahn.
can you define this Buddhist term, Buddhist psychology terms? What is it exactly? Something like that. Third one is suffering. You know,
Yes,
the
Ajahn.
whole mess of suffering
Yes,
is
Ajahn.
expounded by the Lord Buddha, many suttas. So this is very, very huge.
Yes,
For me, it's the biggest things that you need to figure out.
Yes,
Okay. Next, well-being.
Yes, Ajahn.
Well-being, to promote well-being. This is the outcome. This is the output of your research.
Yes,
So you need to, stay relaxed and pull yourself together in order to explain and suggest
Yes, Ajahn.
the promotion of well-being. Okay, in what ways? Unfortunately, this kind of presentation is just an article,
Yes,
so
Ajahn.
the time is so limited.
Yes,
It's
Ajahn.
impossible for us to know all of things that you have been studying so far. And the last word, also very big, sustainable development. What is it?
Yes, Ajahn.
Only the word sustainable. I talked with Ajahn Dr. John. Yeah, it's, we never have the satisfactions on sustainable definition.
Yes, Ajahn.
Okay, so this is such a challenge. I really do not have any questions to you, but I have one suggestion is that how can you simplify things
Yes,
for your
Ajahn.
study? At least you need to clearly find the findings in this article.
Yes,
Okay,
Ajahn.
and one of the best method is to not to give the descriptive form explanation. It's so boring, something like that. Apart from reading from your findings, we rather, study from the primary source, Tipitaka, Visuddhimagga, and those commentaries works. It's better. So your only resource is to try to suggest a model or any kinds of figure, that you need to create by yourself.
Yes,
Okay, in order to explain all things and combine things in just one, comprehensive figure or chart.
Yes, Ajahn.
This is one of my suggestions. And lastly, since you study on the sankhara, this is so subtle and it's abstract. It's not materials. Yeah,
Yes,
sankhara can be recognized through multiple doctrines, such as sankhara can be one of the aggregates, right?
Yes.
Sankhara, mental formation.
Yes, Ajahn.
It can be mental formation, cetasika.
Yes.
Sankhara, we have, according to the mental formation, sankhara, we have only 50,
Yes, Ajahn.
something like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ajahn.
And also, sankhara itself can be suffering as well. We
Yes.
have a type of sufferings named sankhara tukkata, right?
Yes,
The suffering is the mental formations,
Yes, Ajahn.
something like that. So this is your challenge that you need to do whatever you could, okay, to fulfill my request.
Yes,
Okay,
thank you so
thank
much,
you.
Ajahn.
Okay. Actually, no comment, but I want to tell you that we appreciate your presentation, especially for your research title, because I myself, involved with SDG, right? Sustainable Development Goals, at my university, and then you focus on SDG 3,
Yes,
well-being, and if possible for your full paper, we really want to see, how, the concept of sankhara help improve well-being SDG 3,
Yes, Ajahn. Yes.
right? Because now it's in the trendy issue,
Yes,
right?
Ajahn.
And then in Thailand or over the world, we focus on that.
Yes,
Okay.
Ajahn.
Thank you very much.
Thank
right,
you
for
so
that.
much, Ajahn.
Okay. Bye. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Ajahn.
Thank you so much. For now, we will have 3 topics in limit time. I will hope for the help. I will need the help from the presenter for keep the time to present in only 5 minutes, and then Q&A section for the 5 minutes also. So now I will welcome back Dr. ณัฐพัฒน์ อำพันธ์ to present in his topic, the fairness and sustainability in cosmetic entrepreneurship, principle of good governance and Buddhist economic. Please welcome.
Respected venerables and the committee, all audiences, honor. My name is ณัฐพัฒน์ อำพันธ์ from International Buddhist Study College. The topic I'd like to present today is from my academic article, which is entitled Fairness and Sustainability in Cosmetic Entrepreneurship, Principle of Good Governance and Buddhist Economics. So, what I'm going to present firstly about the background of the cosmetic business, and then concerning on fairness and sustainability. And I also propose 2 major important things to improve or to obtain fairness and sustainability, which is governance, good governance, and Buddhist economics. Then the last topic, this article will propose how we can develop the ethics. So may I firstly talking about the products in cosmetics business. So there are so many things that you already use in daily life. For firstly, sections like skincare, hair care, body care, decorative cosmetics, perfume, and oral cares. So all these things you use in daily life. And are you sure that this is good quality? Or you believe from the advertisement? Or you can feel like, oh, this is like superstar or someone that's used and they are so good looking. And then we use that, follow them. But we cannot ensure that. More importantly, the business in cosmetics grow up very fast. In 2030, it's going to have the market or the value about $364 billion US dollar. And for Thailand, about 323 billion Thai baht. So it's going up very fast from here 7 years. From 2023 to 2030 is about 5%. So it's growing up rapidly. And there are so many concerns and the trend of this cosmetic going to the natural thing. So they are concerned about like alcohol-free, no synthetic colors, no animal testing. So there are so many things concerned. And the one thing that you can believe is that the proof or the organization that stamp that products that pass this quality, organic, natural, vegans, cruelty-free, non-toxic, and sustainable packaging. So this is also concerned about the packaging. So of course, when someone starting up the business of the cosmetic, they have to pass the regulation or the law. In Thailand, Thai FDA control it. Since they established the factory, since they issue the formula of the cosmetics products like the moisturizing cream or sunscreen, they have to declare what chemicals inside. And then they got registered the number of the registration Thai FDA. In Thai, we're very familiar with the word oil or something, right? So this label also have to follow the act or the law. But you know what? The government, or we call that public health department, they just, what we call, they just control just only one time, and then they permit to measure that, to produce that, right? And 3 years they have to renew. Within 3 years, nobody come to examine, you know. So that means the law is not enough. You can feel like you can hear some news that some problem with the advertisement. Sometimes if they show something fake, they didn't add any active ingredients, or they just claim that they have like hyaluron or elastin or some vitamin, you know. And also sometimes they put, for example, if the cosmetic to relieve the pimples or some inflammation, they put steroid, which is not good for your health in long term, right? So, but how they control this? You know, the government will not know until the problem happened. Then the customer sue this or request or tell the problems. One thing that means the regulation is not enough. So this is the website that you can, firstly you have to check the registration number. So there are some websites that you can ensure that this is, you know, sometimes they put the number of registration, but it is not the real one. They just fake it. But you have to check that. In order to go to have the fairness and sustainability, so the entrepreneur needs to have something to improve that. In this article, we found that good governance and ethics can help. So what is good governance? This is 10 aspects for good governance that this we call good governance framework. And we found that 3 major parts of that is related to cosmetic: accountability, transparency, and participation. This is a major good governance for this. Transparency, accountability, participatory decision making. So how about Buddhist economics? So Buddhist economic, it is really something like the opposite to the normal economic, because normal economic talking about the profits, but Buddhist economic is not. mindfulness, compassion, simplicity, and sustainability. So, อาจารย์ สมเด็จพระพุทธโฆษาจารย์ P.A. Payutto proposed the Buddhist economic with the two major part of that, Majjhima or middle path economics, achieve quality of life. So, emphasize on Samma Achiva, Samma Achiva, right? And the second one, middle path economic, non-harm to self and others. So this is a very important thing. So if the entrepreneur, they realize that some bad chemical, something that you cheat or you do something fake to customer, so that's affect to others. So other proposed by other venerables like this is from some P.A. Payutto, and this is from Buddhadasa Bhikkhu. You can see my highlight is talking about the justice, fairness, reducing desire. So for Buddhist economic, maybe we have to reduce our desire, especially the production side. I mean, the entrepreneur. Raprama Bandit also talking about balance, sufficiency. And Ajahn Wawachara Miti, as he has established the Mahavishalai Buddha economics in Chiang Rai. So he also contribute ideas on this as well. All right. And this is the idea how to apply this Buddhist economy to cosmetic industry. Ethical sourcing, ensure that all raw material are sourced ethically with respect for labor rights and environment sustainability. Transparent marketing, so sometimes there's something behind. Sometimes they say they add some active ingredients like okay, for hyaluron they said they have 10%, but actually they put just less than that. So they do some cheating as well. All right, running out of time. I think I would like to go to the last topic, which is how we can develop the ethics. So these 8 aspects that we can do that. Okay. And from Vihar Ratama is also because the first one is loving kindness is that you can use that, and empathy. Empathy means the entrepreneur should understand the customer as well. So that's all of this presentation. So the fairness and sustainability can be by using or propose or apply the good governance and Buddhist economic. And honest, empathy, loving kindness is very important for the entrepreneur. That's all my presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much for your comprehensive presentation. Right, to you, it seemed like it's academic articles, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so you try to look for the things, okay, especially for the economics, especially for cosmetics business, right? Yes. Okay, and then try to relate to Buddhist economics. So it's very good one. And then your articles, okay, can be as a basic information for another researcher who are interested in, okay, applying, okay, Buddhism in some aspect of Buddhism in business, right? Just you know that now, okay, our country or another country rely on business, especially for this one, especially for cosmetic business. Okay, it's very, very popular and increased many years. Okay, thank you. We appreciate for that.
Okay, to me, the title is so interesting, cosmetic business, yeah. All right, in terms of to make it even more interested, I think that in terms of to doing some business or in this context is entrepreneur, right? Each of the entrepreneurs have like two hands. On that left hand, it's always the questions of how to make money, how to make profit, yeah, in order to sustain their business. Because without those money, without those money, how can they survive? Yeah, so the business will be definitely shut down. But on their right-hand side is something that you would like to propose to all of those entrepreneurs or businessmen. That is, how can they run their business? How can they find or earn their money and budgets to do business without to destroy or with ethics, something like that. I think if you categorize your focusing point to be like this, it's very fine, okay? It's not only on those ethical things that they need to follow, conduct, this and that, do's and don'ts. But I think it's inevitably to not to mention on how to make profits. And if we are on this part, the Buddha, according to the Theravada Buddhism, we have like a great deal of suttas to represent, how a businessman can run their business. I think of one thing. One of the best popular doctrine is in the Tutiya Papa Nika Sutta, yeah, Chakuma Vitaro Nitya Sampanno. I think if you add a little bit more in your article, it will strengthen and support on the left-hand questions, something like that. In general, the entrepreneur should have the foresight, Chakuma. They also need to have the very good and deep knowledge on, in this case, cosmetic doing. And the last one, they need to have the good connections in order to distribute their, business, cosmetic, something like that. Okay, so in our picture, it's very good. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much for your presenting right now. And then a little bit to comments and advice about your next research. Because you are focusing on the advertisements on the cosmetic in the monk, in the Buddhism, related to Buddhism. And then I really advise you to do the next research in semantic landscape in advertisement. How they occurring about in the Buddhism. That's it. Why? Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
So thank you for the researcher and for the comment.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So now I would like to invite the Venerable Bunso Doji Lama to present his topic in multilingual society and religion in the digital era. Please welcome on the stage.
Hello, excuse me, Ajahn. Can you help me here? Okay, sorry for the technical issues. Homage to the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, and here presenting commentators and all the distinguished guests. Today, my topic is multilingual society and religions in the digital era. So this, I would like to clarify before my presentation, it's not my presentations like regarded with my thesis or dissertations. This is just an academic paper. So first, introduction, languages in digital era, religion in the digital era, combining multilingual and religion, challenges and opportunities, solutions and conclusion. So these presentations will explore the intersections of language and religion in digital area, highlighting how digital tools aid or help languages and supporting religious practices. Digital platforms like social media and educational apps such as Duolingo and also Google Translate help facilitate global language learning and offer religious resources. So, but there is a problem. There will be language barriers and some problems. We will talk about it. However, challenges like unequal access to technology and the spirit of misfortune persist. To address this, we advocate for policies promoting digital inclusions and education. So let's see these languages in digital area. So first, before we talk about digital era, like languages, let's understand what is languages. Languages is a system of communications using sounds, symbols, and gestures that allow people to express truth, idea, and emotion. But we know that there are more than 7,000 languages spoken here in the world. And combining languages with digital like technology, apps, and websites help or facilitate easier language learning. For example, Google Translate, Duolingo, and Mermis as an app. And digital tools not only help to preserve our languages, it also helps especially focus on endangered language. So there are now many languages that are hardly spoken these days, and they are going to extinct, and it's really in danger. So if we use digital, this will help us to preserve our endangered. And so let's go to second one, religion. So religion is a set of beliefs and practices that offer a framework for understanding the world and the meaning of life, and often connecting something bigger like we Buddhists do. We Buddhists don't only understand life, but we go beyond, and we say that we want to achieve arhat or enlightened. And then if we combine religion with digital era, so digital platforms provided resources like prayers, scripture, teaching, and meditation, and yoga guidance. Like nowadays, meditation and yoga is one of the biggest like grooming interest, like a mushroom. Everyone wants to grab it, and especially in various languages. So if we use online, then it can build a communities like teaching and using Buddhist teaching or any kinds of religion teaching, which will foster global connection. So combining multilingualism and religion. So first point highlighted, online forms and translation tools help people, different backgrounds, connect together and share their beliefs. Second, it is easy access, very easy access to connect with text, teaching, and practices. Just like example, a Muslim can read Hindu scripture in their own languages. Christian can hear Buddhist monk teachings in English. So this is the beauty if we combine multilingualism and religion together. As people are moving around the world, from like example from Thailand to other country, to have a great opportunities like jobs or educations. Even they move, they always want to follow their religion and their culture, and they want to speak their own languages. So because of that, monastery, churches, mosques, and temples are now welcoming everyone by offering services in multiple languages. So like here in MCU also, if you want to practice meditations, now they can provide you in different languages like Thai and English. So this is the beauty of combining multilingualism and the religion. So for one of the best example is Dhammapada itself. It's one of the core Buddhist texts, and it is translated in 30 languages that allows religion to share its idea and global platform. So that's why many people around the world not see Buddhism only as a religion, because it teaches the way how to be a good human beings. And this is one of the best example how multilingualism and religion, if it's combined together, how beautiful fruit will fulfill there. But every time, if there is a good things, there will be challenges, because it's not easy to do. So there are some challenges for combining together. First one is financial instability. Second one, geographical location, lack of educational skills, languages and cultural barriers, and challenges of people with disabilities. But this not only like challenges or difficulties, we have opportunities also. So opportunities, they will open new doors, facilitate access of information and resources, connect people of different faiths and cultures, and create an extensive online classroom for learning about languages and religion globally. So there are problems, challenges, but there will be solutions too. So there are some kinds of solutions. First, ensure access to digital tools. Then after ensuring digital tools, educate them how to use it properly and how to use it correctly, because everything have a two, like a coin, every coin have a two sides. So obviously, digital area, technology have also two sides. Support for people who are disabilities, encourage culture and language diversities, provide religious resources, and positive impact of the internet. So I will just go to conclusion. So digital age offers a unique and best opportunity to celebrate and support linguistic and religious diversities. By harnessing the power of technology, we can create a sustainable and inclusive future where different languages and religion can flourish together, like we can see here in Thailand. And the positive aspects of the digital coverage will acknowledging the challenges and proposing solutions to create a more harmonious and connected world. Thank you so much. And I'm looking forward for comments and suggestions.
Okay, thank you very much to Venerable Punsuk Dorji Lama for your very good presentation. Well, regarding your title of presentation, I'm still not sure. I'm not sure that what will be your particular findings to propose for the ways or the utilization of the languages and religious, something like that.
Yes.
And you need to clarify this in your work, okay? But to me, there is one of the most important word that is multi or multilingual, right? That means various languages that you need to play a part. So the first step that you need to take your foot on is to clarify the definition of lingual, right? How many? I mean, in terms of the numbers, how many kinds of languages that you are mentioned about, okay? But to me, I would like to add something and sharing something is that apart from those general languages based on the country, it's like Thai language, English language, mostly used by the Westerners, and maybe your Tibetan, Indian, and so on. I would like to set up for another special categories of the language. That is the language in the context of digital era. If you could present and mention about these special kinds that set forth newly, it will be very, outstanding findings. For example, do we really have digital language? Yes, we do.
Yes, we
right?
do.
We have a lot of programs that study on how they can code it's a coding program.
Coding program,
Yeah, how they can create, those circuit for the computer. This is something like this is so new. Yeah, when I was studying mass communication, this thing we nothing about the digital language, but you should mention. How about computer language? The same kind of language that we use in our cell phone, smartphone, stupid phone, and many kinds of phones. Yeah,
Yes, that's right.
you need to. How about AI, artificial intelligence language?
Yes.
I think this is very important. We have come to the part where the dangerous of misusing of the AI, it strike us and request us to stop proceeding forward on developing the AI technology, something like that. So this is kind of AI language that you should mention. How can we communicate with the AI for them not to destroy the world and for those inethics things.
Yes.
And the last one, digital language. Yeah, in contrast to the analog language. Something like that, okay? You can even mention about some Hollywood movies like Matrix that focus more on, the two kinds of languages. Yeah, that Neo, the hero in that movies they used. The first one is analog world and the digital world, something like that.
Yes.
And we make these articles very, very interesting, okay?
Thank you so much for your suggestion, Ajahn.
Okay, happy to have a chance to respond to this interesting paper. I appreciate the positivity, but I might encourage you to look at more of the difficulties that digitization and online multilingual databases and platforms pose. First of all, Google Translate is still a disaster.
Yeah.
And spend like every week, I spend hours trying to figure out Google Translate. So I think that the technology is really behind. There's a lot of inaccurate teachings. And if any of us went and made a YouTube video on Buddhism, we may get a few hundred views. But if a famous celebrity who has no knowledge of Buddhism makes a YouTube and talks about Buddhism, they're going to get millions of viewers. They could be spreading false teachings, inaccurate teachings. So I think that there's a lot of serious problems with the integrity of Buddhism online. I think there's a lot of misinformation, fake news. Not every monk who's popular online is maybe the most virtuous monk. So I would like to see more skepticism in this paper and examining what is really happening with the Buddhist teachings in the digital age. And are the general public receiving accurate teachings, or are we being told a story that perhaps is not consistent with the Buddhist tradition? Let's see if there was anything else. I think that'll do it.
Thank you so much for your suggestions. Okay, thank you so much.
So thank you so much. Now we're moving to the last researcher to present his topic. For now, I will welcome to Venerable Wen En Yen to present his topic, the variety of Phu Er tea and Barang Buddhist, a case study of Barang tea tradition in Lauman village. Please welcome on the stage.
Good afternoon, most honorable and professors, ladies and gentlemen. This is my topic, the variety of the poor tea and the Bulang Buddhist, a case study of the Bulang tea and tradition. Now I am going to present in have 6 introduction and research objectives, research and research, significance of the study, results, finding, and the conclusion. Introduction. Research present the range of the poor tea, why the beginning light of its classification, which are directly related to the growth in the Yunnan province. The previous scholarship has widely acknowledged this topic and referred to the experiment to the diversity of the poor tea. This study aims to find the research gap and achieve the following for the primary objective. This is the tea cake, and we make by the pure tea. Research objective. The first, to describe and highlight to ancient tea and the king tea of the Bulang Buddhist community in the Sipsong Bana, Yunnan province, China. Second, to evaluate the Bulang people economic situation by the illustrating to the extremely rich ancient tea and the king tea in the province markets around the world. Third, to distinguish the ancient tea and the king tea from the rest of the pure tea in the Sipsong Bana, Yunnan province, China. Four, to study the history of the Chinese tea and the pure tea in the Sipsong Bana. Research method. This study uses a mixed method research comparing the qualitative and the quantitative approach in the social science of the Buddhist study. This research approach, on the other hand, and consists of a depart interview with the 22 research participants, combined interview data and textual analyze to the provides a clear picture of this research area. The author conducted to the round of research framework from the October 2023, February and 14, 2024 in the Lao village, Yunnan province, China. The author selected an 11 male, 8 female laymen, and 3 Buddhist monks, aged 35 to 60 as research participants from the Bulang Buddhist community. I went to my village 2 times, from 2023 one time, to February 2024 one more time. Significance of study. This study has several significant implications for this Bulang Buddhist tribes benefit in the region and Asia study. Firstly, this study failed and the research gap. This previous scholar have the wide ignorance in the documenting the Bulang people's livelihood and the tea culture. Secondly, this study highlights the importance of the poor, ancient, and the king tea for the Bulang people because many ethnic tribes heavily relies on the tea farming, which is only a family income for them in the mountain region of Sipsong Bana. Thirdly, this study introduced to various varieties of the poor tea and under the course, the significance of ancient and the king tea. This is a packet of the tea and the 2 people and we make by the very organic from our village. Resource. This is myself. I have my parents, the cooked tea, is very hot. A total of the 4 the finding emerged from this study. The first finding indicates that the trip popularized the term poor tea to evaluate all the tea varieties of the poor regional tea, opposed their sorrow by experimenting to earlier the name of poor tea. Poor was a ceded region in the Yunnan province during the Qing dynasty. And the early Republican era of the China and it was popular for the tea protection and supply century. And the result of poor tea encompassed of a type of the tea grow in the region is predictive of the quality. This myself in the Lama village temple, I make the different of tea. The second finding is based on a research data that identify a total of the 8 distinct varieties of the poor tea in the Sibsong Yunnan province, China. For example, in the first category, this study classifies their varieties of the poor tea into the 2 main categories, and xiao cha means young poor tea. Qiao mu cha in Chinese called the middle age poor tea. Da shu cha, old age poor tea, and number 4 is gu shu cha, ancient poor tea, and number 5 is cha wang. Cha means tea, Wang means king, the poor tea. Respectively, the second category and classify of the total of the 3 different varieties of poor tea, and the green tea, the black tea, and the white tea. Respectively, this tea tree is very tall and a big tea. When we take the tea leaves, we have to how to move out of the tea. The third finding is based on the Chinese tea history in the culture why it originates from the language of the tea diversity by the Chinese mythical king Sennong about 37 to 26 and 97 BCE. According to the Sennong was pouring water under the tree in the forest when the suddenly and die left from a tree, but dropped it into the kiko. Hence, he noticed that the water, the color has changed to a dark green, and he drunk it. Since then, people have believed that the king Sennong was first to discover tea and consume it. Chinese tea scholar, on its other hand, argues that the development and consumption of the tea in China may have started much earlier than the previously thought at the approximately 5000 BCE. Unfortunately, there is not reliable evidence to support the theory that the tea was specifically discovered and consumed in the era. This Lama very temple and view. The finding strongly indicates that the tea is significantly important for the Pulang Buddhist tribes' livelihood and community development, including sociology, economic, education, business, and social. Therefore, the Pulang Buddhist community in Lama village heavily relies on the production of the ancient tea and the king tea. Most Pulang families do not have the alternative earning sources except the tea sales. So tea is highly important for their family income and livelihoods. The conclusion, this view, the first picture is a temple and a pagoda, and the second picture is a village, a very close temple and a good view around the temple, around the village, and it's a teaching. In a summary, the research showed that the Pu'er is actually just the name of a city region in Yunnan province, which was historical and the center for the supply of tea. However, Chinese people refer to the old tea that originates in the Pu'er region as Pu'er cha of Pu'er tea. The term, the Pu'er cha, Pu'er tea is one of the most misunderstood the concept among the many tea consumers around the world. The study reveals the highest quality Pu'er tea. Variety are the ancient tea, Gu Shu Cha, and the king tea, Cha Wang, with tea the teaching is estimated to be the more than 500 and 2,000 years old. Because the ancient and the king tea are the already and a higher quality Pu'er tea due to their old age, the tea tree, the pulang, the tea, the farmer strictly melted and is a 100 organics, ancient and king tea production process without touching any heavy molten and mechanism for the heavy resting to the packaging and supply it to the tea private market. The ancient and king tea, mountain China, the area mentioned, and strong agriculture system which has entra and against and ecological system of the Yunnan province, China. Data suggests that meant to be discovered in China around 500 years ago. Since tea has become a significant source in income for the many Chinese families, the Pulang Buddhist community wish and surprise about the quality of the ancient and the king Pu'er tea worldwide. Thank you very much. Welcome to China and Lama village, our place, know our Pulang Buddhist and know about the king tea and history about the tea provide to the China.
Thank you very much for your comprehensive presentation. We learned a lot from you. And then I have just only two quick questions to ask you to make it clear. The first one, you mentioned that you try to find out to fulfill the gaps, right? Okay, so I just want to know, what is the gap of your study, right? And the second one, you mentioned that you collect the data 2 times because you mentioned about 2 rounds. Okay, yes. What is or what are your reasons for that?
Because when I went to my village in the Yunnan province, China, in the first time, I collect it, but it's not enough. It's half. The data is not enough. I go to interview the people in the layman and a woman and Buddhist monk. Not enough. In that time, I interviewed around 7 persons. I think not enough. And the second time I go in February 2024 in my second time to my village because I'm the Pulang, the ethnic group in China. We are both bordering with the Myanmar. With the close Myanmar. Our population is really not more, a little bit, around the 50,000 the people stay in this area. I interview the people of the Pulang, the ethnic group in our village, Lama village, around all the data I collect around the 11 men and 8 female and 3 Buddhist monk. So I call it day died. So I go to second time.
Okay, so just for it's a gap. I can assume that actually cha or tea, right?
Yes,
is
yes.
very popular among Chinese people
Yes.
who pay respect in another religion, not just Buddhist, but here your gap. You want to look for the what is it? The connection, I think, between full tea and then the Buddhist people or Buddhist community there. And
Okay.
then I can recommend that for your title, you can put community there, right? You can take a look for that. For example, the variety of full tea and Bulan Buddhist community is better than that. Cut S and then community. Because you mentioned about the village, right? Just
Yeah.
Laumen.
Yes.
Laumen is
Yes.
the village at 12 Panna right
Yes.
here.
Okay, thank you very much. So because we have a limited of time, so we have a last presenter for our limit time. So can I invite for the next presenter? Thank you very much for available for your presentation. The last person for the presentation today, let me invite Venerable Indaga on the topics of the Buddhist ways of building a peaceful society. Welcome.
Cannot type. Yeah.
ยังไฟล์เขาส่งไปของไปอาจารย์ต้นไงไม่เสร็จอาจารย์ต้นแต่ว่าในไลน์มันไม่เห็นมันอยู่ในไหนส่งในไหนตัวไหม
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. And due to the time constraint, and I will just go straight to my main point. So, as you see, my topic for today is Buddhist way of building a peaceful society. And so, introduction, a Western definition of peace, Buddhist definition of peace, and the Buddhist way of building a peaceful society. And there are two models here, and conclusion. So the Western definition of peace, I think most of you already know, they normally look at peace from two different perspectives, negative and positive peace. So negative peace represents the absence of war, the absence of violence, and positive peace represents the integration of human society, the absence of structural violence. So this is the definition of peace from the Western society. And also, peace is an elusive concept. And it is also like intersubjective kind of thing. So that's why people tend to define peace differently, and there is no a single or universally agreed definition of peace. So what about Buddhism? So in Buddhism, there are many ways to define peace, but here I will just present some concepts or ideas that is representing the idea of peace. For example, here we can see like calmness, tranquility, contentment, ahimsa, vipassana. So all these things or concepts or qualities, they represent the idea of peace in Buddhism. And we also have like aloba, adosa, amoha. These are also some of the concepts that represent the idea of peace in Buddhism. Okay, so what about the Buddhist way of building a peaceful society? Of course, there are many ways, but here I will just present two models. First one is Terasa models. So he focuses or approaches the peace building from 4 levels of human interaction, like intrapersonal level, interpersonal level, in-group, and intergroup. So here I think most of you or some of you might have read this thing from the books, so I will not go into too much detail. So from the intrapersonal level, self-introspection or self-reflection is very important. This is like equal to mindfulness or kind of way of looking into our inner world. Okay. And then what about the Siddhaka Sutta? This is second model for building peaceful society. So from this Siddhaka Sutta, like peace building or a way of building a peaceful society is looked at from 2 perspectives. First one is from the leaders, and second from the citizen. So in this sutta, it focuses on the duty. So each leader or citizen, both of them, they have their own duties, and they have to fulfill their duties to the best of their qualities in order to build a peaceful society. And how can they fulfill their duties? So there are many ways, but among them, like for the leader, he should govern the country or people righteously according to the law of Dhamma. So that means he should be honest, he should be undeceived or unbiased and all these things. So moreover, he also is responsible for the securing the freedom, justice, equality, human rights of the citizen. And not only that, also about the prosperity and, of course, peace. What about the individual? Because when we talk about peace, we tend to undermine the ability of individual. So from this sutta, it says that individuals are also very important. So individually can do peaceful society like by develop oneself. So the overall conclusion is that all the problems in the world stems from the mind. Mind is like chief, mind is the leader, mind is the forerunner. So that's why, since all the problems is created by the mind, that means also mind is the things or the thing that can help solve all this problem. So that's why individually can improve their mind and build a peaceful society. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Venerable Indaka. Your presentation is very good. It's excellent. The committee has no questions and suggestions for you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So now we come to the end of our international conference. So I would like, on behalf of the committee, I would like to thank you very much to all the commentators. Your suggestion is the most help like more valuable for all presenters who will bring to adjust and revise their paper. Thank you very much. ขอบคุณค่ะ And I would like to thank all the presenters who have come up with your knowledge from the research to share your academic work and would like to thank and welcome for the next conference in MCUs again. Thank you very much. ค่ะลำดับต่อไปเดี๋ยวจะขอคืนเวทีให้กับทางพิธีกรหลักของงานนะคะได้เข้าสู่พิธีปิดเป็นลำดับต่อไปค่ะ
ก็ขอบพระคุณท่านอาจารย์ดร.ลำพองกลมกูลนะครับรองผู้อำนวยการศูนย์อาเซียนศึกษามจร.นะครับก็เมื่อสักครู่นี้ก็เป็นการนำเสนอบทความวิชาการเสร็จสิ้นเป็นที่เรียบร้อยนะครับภาคภาษาอังกฤษลำดับต่อไปจะเป็นช่วงพิธีการปิดนะหรือพิธีปิดโดยมีพระเดชพระคุณท่านเจ้าคุณอาจารย์รองศาสตราจารย์ดร.พระธรรมวชิโรดมนะครับรองอธิการบดีฝ่ายกิจการนิสิตก็รอสักครู่เชิญครับท่านอาจารย์
กับในโอกาสนี้ในนามของพระครูปริยัติรัตนคุณบัณฑิตผู้อำนวยการสถาบันภาษามหาวิทยาลัยมหาจุฬาลงกรณราชวิทยาลัยคณะผู้บริหารคณาจารย์เจ้าหน้าที่พาณิสิตและนิสิตผู้ร่วมพิธีผู้มีเกียรติทุกท่านครับขอน้อมถวายการต้อนรับพระเดชพระคุณรองศาสตราจารย์ดร.พระธรรมวชิโรดมเจ้าคณะภาค 6เจ้าอาวาสวัดสังเวชวิทยารามรองอธิการบดีฝ่ายกิจการนิสิตปฏิบัติหน้าที่แทนอธิการบดีมหาวิทยาลัยมหาจุฬาลงกรณราชวิทยาลัยด้วยความเคารพอย่างยิ่งครับที่ได้กรุณามาเป็นประธานพิธีมอบโล่ประธานรางวัลของเจ้าพระคุณสมเด็จพระอริยวงศาคตายานสมเด็จพระสังฆราชสกลมหาสังฆปรินายกรวมถึงเป็นประธานในการมอบเกียรติบัตรทุนการศึกษาการให้โอวาทและเป็นประธานในพิธีปิดนะครับ
So as we have reached to the end of this session today, we will now proceed with the awarding ceremony and the closing ceremony. Awarding ceremony for both the English speech contest winners. So I kindly request most venerable to please
ขณะนี้ท่านประธานกำลังจะเดินขึ้นบนเวทีครับ
pay homage to Triple Gem and
เชิญผู้ร่วมพิธีได้ยืนขึ้นครับผม
please stand up to pay respect the most venerable.
และในการนี้ขอเชิญผู้ร่วมพิธีทุกท่านได้บำเพ็ญบุญกิริยาร่วมกับท่านประธานเรียนเชิญประนมมือครับลดมือลงครับในการนี้ขอกราบพัฒนารองศาสตราจารย์ดร.พระครูปริยัติรัตนคุณบัณฑิตผู้อำนวยการสถาบันภาษาได้กล่าวถวายในงานขอกราบพัฒนาครับ
Next I would like to invite Associate Professor Dr. พระครูปริยัติรัตนคุณบัณฑิต Director of Language Institute to give the report to the chairperson of the ceremony.
Respected most venerable Associate Professor Dr. พระธรรมวชิโรดม Directors for Foreign Affairs On behalf of Rector of MCU, I, พระครูปริยัติรัตนคุณบัณฑิต Directors of Language Institute, on behalf of Administrator, Lecturer, staffs of Language Institute, and staff of MCU, we are very honored to have most venerable as a chairman of the closing ceremony in the auspicious occasion of 12th anniversary establishment of Language Institute. May I take this opportunity to briefly report as follows. On the occasions of 12th anniversary celebrations of the Language Institute, on a today event was organized on June 27 and 28, 2024. The activity includes merit making, academic conference, exhibition, cultural performance, and speech contest with the following objective. Number one, to honor and remember the royal benevolence of His Majestic King Chulalongkorn, the founder of the university, and to make merits in his name. Number two, to dedicate merit to supporters of the Language Institute, such as Dr. Rasmi Vanisorn and the former staff members of the Language Institute who has passed away. Number three, to promote cooperation in language and culture as both national and international level, and to enhance the language skill of university students. The events was supported by the Language Institute Development Fund and the general public. Now that auspicious time has arrived, we invite Venerable Professor, Associate Professor Dr. Jirawat Kantawanno, Directors of ASEAN Study Center, to announce the winners of the speech contest and present the first prize award bestowed by His Holiness the Supreme Patriarch of Thailand. The event's hosts are invited to receive certificates of honor, and student representatives are invited to receive scholarship in order. May I respectfully request the most venerable to present the award, certificates, and gift voucher, and to give a closing remark for the prosperities and good fortunes of the Language Institute and participants. With utmost respect.
ครับขอกราบนิมนต์รองศาสตราจารย์ดร.พระมหาจิรวัตรกันตวโนผู้ในวยการศูนย์อาเซียนศึกษานะครับได้ขานนาม
Next, may I kindly invite Associate Professor Dr. Pramah Jirawat Kantawanno, Director of ASEAN Studies Center, to announce the winners to receive plaque awards bestowed by His Holiness Supreme Patriarch of Thailand.
กราบถวายความเคารพพระเดชพระคุณผลการแข่งขันภาษาไทยระดับมัธยมศึกษาตอนต้น 1. เด็กหญิงอภิคณาดงพิมาย 2. สามเณรเอกประวินไข่มุก 3. เด็กชายวุฒิศักดิ์วิปุรากรผลการแข่งขันภาษาอังกฤษระดับมัธยมศึกษาตอนต้น 1. มิสยานิสาจันทารี 2. มิสสุรติการรมการงระดับมัธยมศึกษาตอนปลาย 1. นางสาวศิริลักษณ์ยอดเจริญ 2. นางสาวปัทวีธิดาอักนิวาส 3. นางสาวอัยเรศถนอมจิต 4. นางสาวอรุณรชาอิสแมนระดับมัธยมศึกษาตอนปลาย มิสอภิสมาจันเทศ 2. มิสธนาชยาศรีโยธาระดับอุดมศึกษา 1. นายณัฐนันท์ปิ่นนิ่มแก้ว 2. พระธนัสสิทธิ์จันทสุโภ 3. นางสาวอันดามันธารากิจ 4. เวนฮงเฮือนระดับอุดมศึกษา 1. เวนลัดทาปามากอ 2. มิดอีมินทันโซอี 3. เวนอัตมา 4. เวนดัมมาสามิ 5. มิดวานิสาอุยจะอุชาชน 6. มิดอานิญญาอังกิตานนท์
ครับในโอกาสนี้ก็ขอกราบเรียนและก็เรียนเชิญเจริญพรท่านอาจารย์พระมหาสมชายกิติปัญโยพิธีกรภาคภาษาไทยสำหรับการจัดงานการก่อตั้ง12 ปีสถาบันภาษาพร้อมกับท่านพันเอกพิเศษอัครินทร์กำใจบุญเช่นกันนะครับได้รับเกียรติบัตรจากท่านประธานในพิธี So apart from students from primary level, secondary level, and undergraduate level who are receiving the award and the certificates bestowed by His Holiness Somdet Phra Arya Wongsa Khattayan, the Supreme Patriarch of Thailand, I would also like to take this opportunity to call upon our two MCs, the host of this event, Venerable Pramaha Somchai Gitti Panyo, the MC for Thai version and MC for English version, and we have Colonel Akkarin Kamchai Bun, MC forหลังจากได้รับโล่และเกียรติบัตรเสร็จแล้วให้วนและก็รอด้านหน้าอีกครั้งหนึ่งนะครับเพื่อที่จะถ่ายรูปหมู่ร่วมกันนะครับถ่ายรูปหมู่พร้อมกับท่านประธานและคณะทำงานร่วมกันนะครับ After you have received your awards and certificates, I also kindly request everyone to please be seated for a while because we have to take a group picture together with a Venerable Chairperson and the organizing committee of this event. July. ครับถ้าท่านใดไม่ได้รีบกลับก็ขออนุญาตแจ้งให้ทุกท่านทราบอีกครั้งหนึ่งว่าให้วนขึ้นเวทีอีกครั้งหนึ่งเพื่อที่จะได้ถ่ายรูปหมู่ร่วมกันนะครับขอเชิญผู้ทรงคุณวุฒิที่ได้คอมเมนต์การนำเสนอบทความเมื่อสักครู่นี้ด้วยนะครับ May I announce to everyone, those who have received the awards and certificates, once again that after you have received your awards, I would kindly request you to please get on the stage once again to take group picture with a venerable chairperson and the organizing committee of this event, and also call upon our judges, our commentators as well to take group picture together as well. Thank you.จะยังไงก่อนครับจะถ่ายรูปก่อนนิดนึงครับหลังจากที่ทุกท่านได้รับรางวัลและก็เกียรติบัตรเป็นที่เรียบร้อยแล้วท่านประธานพิธีกล่าวให้โอวาทปิดนะครับก่อนที่จะได้ถ่ายรูปนะครับถ้าไม่ได้รีบก็อย่าเพิ่งกลับนะครับเดี๋ยวพระเดชพระคุณท่านเจ้าคุณอาจารย์พระธรรมวชิโรดมรองอธิการบดีฝ่ายกิจการนิสิตจะได้กล่าวปิดให้โอวาทแก่พวกเราแล้วหลังจากนั้นก็จะได้ถวายทายธรรมแด่ท่านประธานในพิธีและกราบลาพระรัตนตรัยไว้พระเสร็จเราก็จะได้ถ่ายรูปหมู่ร่วมกันนะครับผู้ถวายทายธรรมก็จะมีท่านรองศาสตราจารย์ดร.อาจารย์แม่ชีกฤษณารักษาโฉมแล้วก็ท่านอาจารย์รองศาสตราจารย์ดร.สานุมหาธนานุดุลจาก IBC นะครับแล้วก็ขอเชิญท่านอาจารย์ที่มาจากราชภัฏด้วยนะครับผมขึ้นถวายเครื่องทายธรรมแด่ท่านประธานในพิธีครับ
ท่านที่มาร่วมในงานวันครบรอบการก่อตั้ง12ปีสถาบันภาษาในช่วงนี้ก็จะเป็นการกล่าวชื่นชมและก็กล่าวปิดงานเฉลิมฉลอง12ปีสถาบันภาษาโดยพระเดชพระคุณรองศาสตราจารย์ดร.พระธรรมวชิโรดมรองอธิการบดีฝ่ายกิจการนิสิตเจ้าวาดวัดสังเวชวิทยารามและเจ้าคณะภาค6ครับ
I would like to express my heartfelt congratulations to Language Institute of MCU or Mahajula Buddhist University. Usually, Language Institute of MCU being established in order to promote the language, foreign language, to our administrators, staff, and students of Mahajula Buddhist University, as well as for the public. So far, as we know, the institutes have reached 12 years anniversary since its being established in 2012. In 2012, it's become 3 to 12 years of since establishment. That's why we come and join together to celebrate for celebrations. The activity lasts for 2 days. We start from yesterday up to today. The activities, as reported by our director, อาจารย์พระครูปริยัติ we have done so many things. The importance for organizing these celebrations in order to perform merit making, to dedicate to those who support or to help for establishment of our institutes who pass away, such as Dr. คุณหมอรัศมี and those we may not know their names, but they has passed away. The kind of merit making. The second of the aim of celebrations is to promote the activities being done by our institutes. Usually, as we know, our institutes is the education support unit. It is considered as the education support unit of education at our university. We provide MCU get. You are very familiar with this word, MCU get, for our students who have been studying at our university here, where they are at undergraduate level, or master degree, or even doctoral degree. Everyone who are enrolled as students at our MCU, they must pass the MCU get. This is the guide to promote, to improve, to encourage our students to be skillful in English, in foreign language, especially in English. Today, as we know, our institutes reach 12 years of 12-year anniversaries. That's why we come and celebrate. So far, it come to the end. On behalf of the director of MCU, I would like to sincerely thank the director and staff who devote themselves to organize this program, this activity. May the power of the Triple Gem bless you all to be successful in your life. Thank you once again. Thank you very much.
สาธุในนามคณะกรรมการผู้จัดงานและผู้ร่วมงานขอกราบขอบพระเดชพระคุณท่านเจ้าคุณรองศาสตราจารย์ดร.ประถมวชิโรดมรองที่การบริฝ่ายกิจการนิสิตครับในโอกาสต่อไปขอเชิญพรคุณโยมแม่ชีรองศาสตราจารย์ดร.แม่ชี
กฤษณารักษาโฉม
ครับ
แล้วก็ท่านอาจารย์
รองศาสตราจารย์ดร.สานุ
มหาธนานุดุลนะครับขอเชิญท่านทั้งสองได้ถวายเครื่องไทยธรรมแด่พระเดชพระคุณท่านเจ้าคุณอาจารย์ประถมวชิโรดม
องค์ประธานในการปิดงาน12ปีสถาบันภาษาและเชิญท่านอาจารย์จากราชภัฏ
ทั้งสองท่านนะครับที่เป็นคอมเมนเตเตอร์ในการนำเสนอบทความวิชาการภาคภาษาอังกฤษในวันนี้นะครับ
ครับและพร้อมกันนั้นก็ขอเชิญทุกท่านนะที่อยู่ในห้องประชุมนี้ขึ้นร่วมบันทึกภาพหมู่ร่วมกันนะเป็นโอกาสท้ายสุดของงานในวันนี้ครับ
ครับ so may I call upon everyone who is in this hall to get on the stage to take a group picture together with the most venerable chairperson and also the organizing committee of the event as well
แล้วก็ขอขอบคุณเป็นอย่างยิ่งนะอนุโมทนากับทุกท่านนะทั้งน้องๆนักเรียนนักศึกษานิสิตแต่ละสถาบันที่ได้เข้าร่วมกิจกรรม12ปีสถาบันภาษาในครั้งนี้ด้วยนะและที่อยู่ร่วมจนถึงโอกาสสุดท้ายของงานในวันนี้ด้วย
and also sincere thanks to all the students from different schools, colleges, universities who are here to participate in the English speech contest and also our presenters and especially who is behind this event, especially for the English speech contest and the academic paper presentation conference. Venerable Pralat Apichet Supatarawati, Director for Administrative Affairs of ASEAN Studies Center.
และก็ต้องขอขอบคุณเป็นพิเศษนะท่านพระประหลัดอภิเชษฐ์จากศูนย์อาเซียนศึกษาผู้อยู่เบื้องหลังหรือว่า behind the scene เบื้องหลังการถ่ายทำที่ organize การประกวด contest ทั้งภาคภาษาไทยและภาคภาษาอังกฤษมาณโอกาสนี้ด้วย
นะครับถึงแม้ตอนนี้อาจจะไม่มีใครอยู่บนเก้าอี้แล้วแต่ก็ทุกท่านที่อยู่ที่นี่เป็นผู้ชนะนะครับอยู่จนวินาทีสุดท้ายหรือว่าให้เป็นเกียรติเป็นประวัติศาสตร์นะครับที่อยู่ในงาน12ปีการก่อตั้งสถาบันภาษาในครั้งนี้นะครับหวังว่าในครั้งต่อไปเราก็จะมีการจัดกิจกรรมการแข่งขันทักษะอะไรต่างๆในวันข้างหน้านะภายภาคหน้านะครับก็หวังเป็นอย่างยิ่งว่าจะได้รับเกียรติจากทุกโรงเรียนที่ส่งตัวแทนมาแข่งขันเข้าประกวดอย่าง2วันนี้นะครับแล้วก็ขอแสดงความยินดีกับผู้เข้าแข่งขันทุกคนทุกท่านโดยเฉพาะท่านที่เป็นชนะเลิศนะครับนิมนต์เชิญครับนิมนต์ท่านพระประหลัดอภิเชษฐ์ครับผมเชิญครับหลังจากถ่ายรูปหมู่เสร็จแล้วท่านประธานก็จะนำกราบลาพระรัตนตรัยนะครับก็ถือว่าเป็นเสร็จพิธีสำหรับงาน2วันนี้